I am not flying with Qantas today, but I am in the Qantas lounge because when you're flying with a One World Alliance airline, you should assert your dominance on various lounges, such as Qantas or Cathay Pacific or whoever. But yes, I'm in a washroom and it's very pleasant here. Very pleasant. I mean, Terminal 3 pleasant. Obviously, it's not like, somewhere better than Terminal 3. But I did notice, whoosh. Whoosh. That's not a very normal way to start a video. Well, hi there guys and welcome to another video. So guys, I am here with, who are you?
I am his wife.
Excellent, I am here with my wife. We are currently in View Royal, British Columbia, which we arrived at by car, then plane, then car. A PC. There's some rocks behind us.
Yeah.
And trees, because Canada.
Canada.
What's our itinerary then for the next week and a half, mate?
So it is currently Saturday. On Tuesday we fly to Las Vegas. After that, anything could happen. Anything could happen,
but only something will.
Yes.
Well, without further ado, let's get on with it. Get on with it. I saw something through this window, mate.
You did?
Yeah, I did. It seems to say, Oi, Kos. Which is definitely a name you know. Hi, mate.
Hi, mate.
I hope you won't find it too inappropriate if I point out some playing cards.
I would not find it inappropriate in the slightest.
No? You wouldn't think it was a bit bicycle?
It might be a bit bicycle, though.
It's a little bit bicycle. You know what you get?
$18.99 of 9 decks of cards.
9 decks, that's a 9 count.
9 count.
Oh, hi, mate.
Hi, mate.
I hear you've been counting cufts.
I have been counting cufts.
How many cufts did you count recently?
I counted 5.2 cufts.
5.2 cufts, and what was that in this?
There was this LG 5.2 cuffed washer.
5.2 cuffed, and how much could you fit in 5.2 cuffed?
A lot of cuffs, mate.
A lot of cuffs. As cuffy as you like.
Cuffy as you like.
Crufty.
Crufty.
Say what you will about my decision to make a North American plug to British sockets 4-way adapter, and what you should say is, that was a silly idea, Jacob, and one of your least popular videos, and one of your videos with the worst like to dislike ratio. But anyway, after you said all these things, say, that's very convenient, isn't it? Because I have been able to come here to Canada. Oh, Canada. And I have been able to take a constrained socket situation and plug a variety of things, including, well, over the course of my time here, a laptop and a Razer charger and a couple of USB boys, and it has been good. Yes. I'm just enjoying a packet of Old Dutch ketchup. What are you enjoying, mate?
Ruffles.
Ruffles.
All dressed.
All dressed. So here we are at Vancouver Airport. We just landed from Victoria Airport and passed through additional security for US minimum requirements, and then the pre-departure immigration process, which was good. We had to answer questions about our professions and where we lived. That was about it. Yeah, how have you enjoyed our time in Canada, mate?
I've enjoyed it, yeah. It's been, the weather's been good.
Yes, and we've eaten at a bunch of good places, such as Frankie's Modern Diner and Maria's Venezuelan Kitchen Pop-Up at Fuego Old Town something. Nice, short, concise name. Where else did we eat? Oh, what was the biscuit place? Shanzi's, son of a biscuit. Yes. Well, all good basically.
Yep.
Next stop?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. You've heard of it. Now, behind this door, Jeremy, if that is your real name, is a bedroom. And it's quite similar to the bedroom in my last Cosmopolitan room tour video. Not that this is a room tour video. With one notable exception, and that's that it has this portal, so to speak. And if you lift this portal, if you find the right piece of chain, then behind it are some taps for a tub, because behind this portal is the bathroom. But then yes, there is of course the glorious door out to the glorious balcony, which always smells of weed, by the way. I assume everybody who has a balcony in Las Vegas is consuming entirely legal, credit to them, products, but it is not actually allowed to use those on the balcony. Anyway, yes, that's this room and that room. This is quite a big room. I suppose you'd like to see the room proper as well. This is room 4321 in the Chelsea Tower. It's a designer room number. It's a number we all crave. This is the main room, very similar to the last video I did at the Cosmopolitan. It has a wife in it, and it has a television in it, and it has sofas, and it has an area for putting stuff. But more interestingly, the different bit of this room compared to the previous room I toured for you is the area where humans can be cleaned, and probably species similar to humans. Perhaps slight genetic variants on humans, for example. So as you'd expect, it has dueling basins. This one has a slight drainage problem, but nothing too serious. There's a water closet, David. Standard. But what this room has is, when entering the shower area, then of course it does, as you would expect, have a fairly standard communal garden shower, standard North American shower, I should say, in that it has just got the single handle, and you have to have maximum water pressure, and you just vary the temperature. But that's fine, because water pressure is never very good here. And actually this one, not too shabby. That's tilted all the way down, and it comes all the way out, and I've not tried tilting it all the way up, and some racking. But yes, what made this notable relative to the previous room I had at the Cosmopolitan is that this shower flows directly into a tub region. And yes, it's a decent tub. Actually, I didn't use it this time. And a window, and outside the window is, well, same as is visible from the balcony, because that's the balcony. And then yes, the crazy portal through to the bedroom on the other side, which is quite a weird thing to have in the room. So yes, that's the bathroom. Oh, hi mate.
Hi mate.
I know that we're out on our balcony at the Cosmopolitan.
We are out on the balcony at the Cosmopolitan.
What floor are we on? 43. So this balcony is quite nice. It's the same as many balconies. We are here in the Chelsea Tower, because this is where Chelsea Clinton fought. And then there's the Boulevard Tower, which is called that because it's on the boulevard. So let's have a look at that. That's the Boulevard Tower over there. There's Paris and the Horseshoe, formerly known as Bally's, and the Flamingo, and Caesar's Palace, and Bellagio, and look, there's the Bellagio barge down there, barge, performing some Maintenon on the fountains, and a car park as well. That's nice. Yes, and Resorts World all the way over there, and I think this is Trump, and the high roller at the Link, formerly known as Imperial Palace, and look, it's the monosodium glutamate sphere that everybody's talking about these days. And at night, it looks extremely fake, as if someone has recorded some video and then used AI to edit in a big illuminated sphere that doesn't belong there at all. But it's not super notable during the daytime. We were actually there of yester, were we not, mate?
We were, yes.
And we watched what?
Postcard from Earth.
Postcard from Earth, and it's kind of a tech demo, really, for the Sphere, and it's probably the best cinema I have ever been in. A very immersive screen, obviously all designed for a 3D all-around experience. And yes, the feature presentation had some gross bits in that there was some massive amoeba and bacteria at the start, and you didn't love the regrowth bit where a whole bunch of plants opened. No, there's some great bits with some wildlife and some weird bits with some people, and it was, I think I described it at the end as if you got the intro to a Sid Meier's Civilization game, a episode of Kurzgesagt, and stretched it out for an hour and a half. But I mean, it's fine. I think it would be hard to get many cinematic pieces for it, given that you probably have to create something incredibly custom. But I believe it's popular for music events and the such.
Yes.
Where it just has trippy shit going on and so on and so forth. Yes, well, that's that. You might think it ridiculous, but we're playing a Whitney Houston themed slot, and I've just enjoyed a payout of $287 and something cents. Whitney Houston, dead, but still paying out, as it were. Oh look, camera.
Oh, hi, camera.
Hi camera. Hi mate, I see you out on the balcony.
Hi, mate.
What have we done this evening?
Played slots.
We also went to Gonzales. Why Gonzales?
Yes.
And I had a burrito.
I had a enchilada.
I think I had tay-mail.
I was wrong, I had tay-mails.
You did have tay-mails. How was your tay-mails?
They were good.
My burrito was good. And we got some sour cream that had green.
It was green, yes.
What was the green cause?
Chile.
Chile. It was very quality. Unlike this shot, because the light is not bright enough. Tell you where the light is bright enough.
Where's that?
The monosodium glutamate sphere.
MSG sphere.
Look how ridiculous that is.
It's big and white.
It's big and white with a V.
V.
What's the V mean?
V.
V. It looks so fake.
It looks like it's on fire.
This is on. Maybe it's actually on fire. I like this balcony.
Me too.
And Las Vegas.
Me too.
Have we had a lot to drink?
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went to the. It's not called the Crystal Chandelier. It's just called
Chandelier bar.
the Chandelier Bar. The ground level Chandelier Bar. We had a number of cocktails. What were the cocktails we had?
I had a verbena. It's like you eat a flower and then it makes your mouth numb. And then it makes the drink taste different.
It's so Super Mario, but you don't shoot fireballs afterwards.
No.
Well, not that you tried to shoot fireballs.
No, maybe I could have.
Maybe you could have if you tried, but you did not try.
I did not try.
No. Well, that's all there is to that. I am currently at the Wicked Spoon Buffet with my wife, as one commonly is when one is at the Cosmopolitan with one's wife. I currently have some breakfast potatoes, some scrambled eggs, some bacon, and some sausages. What do you have?
I have hash browns. I have chicken and waffle, spicy chicken and waffle, Angry Mac, French toast, eggs, and sausage.
Fantastic. Sometimes you have to keep using DirectX 9. even in the face of an error. Hi mate. Where dinner? Actually, where are we going for dinner this evening?
You're having a Popeyes.
Oh yeah, yes. Where dinner? Popeyes. Louisiana. It's a kitchen. Where dinner? Guys, my wife just got back from Walgreens, you'll say Valdez, picking up a few items, mostly of which are not worthy of mention, but she did pick me up a monster of flavour that I've not taken before. Monster Energy Ultra Weiss Guava. Ultra Weiss Guava. I assume it has guava. It certainly says it has natural flavour with other natural flavour. So I assume it's guava natural flavour with other natural flavour. What does the word say? Miami has it all. Stuff. Lots of words, as always. I'm sure you can find it online if you really care. But anyway, words. So, guava from Miami, where guava was invented, of course. Let's open it up. Oh, nice click. Ah, nice pop. The top of the can, a very fetching fuchsia. I don't know, it's a colour. Anyway, let's just see how it is. Monster Ultra Weiss Guava, natural flavour with other natural flavours, going in. Now, I don't quite know what guava is, but I do know what Vice is. I've played GTA Vice City. Wasn't that styled after Miami? Possibly. Miami Vice, I remember that. Well, it certainly has that signature monsterness about it. You know you're getting that caffeine hit, which is what you need after many days in Las Vegas and drinking and not sleeping a lot and that kind of malarkey. So it's got that monsterness. Monster, of course, actually based here in Las Vegas, so that's good. If I knew what guava was or what it tasted like, I reckon it might have some resemblance to this, though who can say how much. It does taste good. I enjoy this monster. I like a lot of monster flavours. The yellow one, Monster Citron, my absolute favourite. But you know, this isn't coming in far behind. There's the red one that I like. There's the orange one that I like. The white one that everyone likes. The original flavours that are good. I mean, they have a whole ton of non-zero sugar ones that I don't drink anymore, but I used to. They used to have the Monster Rippy, which was mixed with fruit juices, which I used to drink, but not anymore. Yeah, all in all, I'm very happy with this monster. So I'm going to continue to finish this so that I can take my caffeine hit and get back in the game. Monster Energy Ultra Weiss Guava natural flavour with other natural flavours. Oh, hi mate.
Hi mate.
We're at Mon Ami Garde at Paris in Las Vegas, and we're here for what meal of the day?
Lunch.
Right, and you've ordered,
Sandwich.
and I've ordered a croque monsieur, and yeah, it's very pleasant here. There's a good view of the strip. It's very outdoors.
It is.
Extremely outdoors, in fact. You can see the outdoors. Hopefully it'll be good. Have you ever wondered just how English a breakfast can be? Well, I'm going to tell you, it can be full English. full English. Like me. Hello, ladies. Bria. Hello, hello. Hello, my girls. Hello, my ladies. Yes, oh, hello. Oh, hello there. Hello, ladies. I said hello. How are you? You've got a cone on. Hello, Bria. Easy, Burr.
Easy, Burr.
She jumped up at that camera right there.
She did.
But she did not knock it over.
No, surprisingly, no.
So, that was a trip to Victoria and Las Vegas. That was a good 20-something minutes of footage.
It was, and we thought it wasn't going to be that much.
We did. But there wasn't many clips, but a lot of lengthy discourse.
Lengthy discourse.
Yes.
Right.
Well, what didn't we include in that video? Because often I do completely forget to take the camera out.
Yeah, you forgot on a lot of occasions. We actually missed a lot of things that we did.
Probably wouldn't have been appropriate for me to video our drive to the airport because our driver, while seemingly quite competent at driving, did drive a little bit like he was playing GTA.
He did. He was very close to cars in front. He left very little margin for error.
He did not believe in braking.
No, he did not.
But he did manage to not crash, so that was good.
We were lucky that time, yes.
Yes. I did get the camera out for the Qantas Lounge.
Yes, you did.
But only for the lavatory.
Yes. It was very quiet in there when we got in there.
Mm.
And I got some food and ended up giving you a very dry roll, which you enjoyed.
It was delicious. It was so dry. I like my rolls dry. Nobody likes a wet roll.
No.
You would say moist.
Moist. I don't think anybody wants a moist roll.
Maybe not. And then we flew on a plane to Vancouver. And then as soon as we got to Vancouver, we had to change planes.
Yes, we changed planes to Victoria. A nice, what was it in the air? 11 minutes in the air?
I think it was 11 minutes. It certainly took longer to taxi to the start of the runway than the duration of the flight.
That did take a long time.
Yes. And also, it took longer to get the plane turned in the direction it was flying and then turned in the direction it was landing than the straight flight time.
Yes.
So that was good. But it was better than the ferry.
It was much faster, although it was bumpy.
How bumpy would you say?
Bumpy as little.
It was. And you don't love a bumpy flight, do you?
I am not a fan of a bumpy flight.
Whereas I believe Dr. Moss and I love a bumpy bishop. I didn't test the physics, but I think it was working. So we then landed at Victoria, or
Yes.
YYJ as it's known in, is it IATA or ICAO codes or something?
One of those.
Yeah, and obviously the Y, it stands for yes. Just like in Vancouver, YVR, the Y stands for yes. And maybe you've never noticed, but many Canadian airports start with the letter Y, and that means yes. And if you think that sounds like absolute nonsense, why on earth would they all stand for yes? I suggest you go and look it up, because it is ridiculous, but it is true. So that was the flying.
That was the flying.
We were met by your parents.
Yes, they met us at the Victoria Airport, and then we went and got some chicken from a late night chicken place, pop-up in town.
Because it was late by the time we arrived.
It was quite late. It was past 11 when we arrived, so.
And that was good chicken.
It was excellent chicken, actually.
And then there was the places we mentioned while we were sat in the airport that the viewers have enjoyed. The place with the really long name with the Venezuelan food and the biscuit place and the breakfast place. But there was also red fish, blue fish, no
Yes.
cardboard fish.
They have fish and chips.
Fish and fries.
Fish. It was fries. It was so definitely fries.
It was not fish and chips the way that we Britons know fish and chips. It was fish and fries. Though the fish was, as we Britons know the fish, but quite small.
Although you were supposed to get multiple pieces of fish, but yes, they were quite small, so
Yes.
that one might order multiple pieces.
And sadly, I did sit on a backless chair and encountered much pain.
You nearly died.
So where else did we eat?
We went to an Indian restaurant called Dosa Paragon.
It's name you know.
Oh yeah, We got to overlook the harbor. We were sat looking at the harbor
And the car park.
And a car park.
And a neighbouring apartment complex.
That is true. We did talk about what would happen if you lived in one of those buildings, because you could look directly into the restaurant, but they could also look directly into your balcony, right?
Oh my god, it's a standoff. Tariffs, etc. What else? That was pretty much it for Vancouver and
that
Victoria.
Was yeah. And then we left, and you saw us talk about the immigration process and getting through that. And then we got to Las Vegas at around 4 in the afternoon on the Tuesday, which is an ideal time to arrive, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I got the sense that it was a good time to arrive. We were encountered with a trainee at check-in.
A trainee,
A
yes.
trainee. She had a trainer behind her.
Not a training shoe, you understand.
Nope. And she was very eager to help us and give us the upgrades that we sought with our handy tip.
It was a handy tip.
It was a handy tip. It was a good tip. But yeah, she was very eager to try to get us an upgrade, and they did upgrade our view.
They did upgrade our view.
Yeah, as you saw. Fountain view. Yes, it was good.
And then we tried to go for breakfast. We tried to go to the Avenue Cafe at MGM, which we've been to many a time. You may recall from the Tale of video from the wedding that Dr. Moss enjoyed some jam through a straw at the Avenue Cafe.
Something through a straw. It was really gross.
However, that avenue is now closed to us because we live in a world where apparently a restaurant can now be operated by Netflix.
Well, I don't know if it's operated by Netflix, but it's certainly affiliated with in some way.
I mean, the branding is totally Netflix. The menu is
Yes.
Netflix. The food items are Netflix.
Yeah.
Perhaps it is operated by a more traditional restaurateur, but it is, yes, Netflix Bites,
Yes.
an eatery.
We did not go in. No.
Yeah. Though, one other thing that we did note when perusing the Denny's menu is that Denny's now has an NVIDIA-themed item, but that was not available in the Denny's that we attended.
Yeah.
So I guess nowadays it's all about tech companies sponsoring food or something.
Or something. Yeah.
Where else did we go?
We went to Bavette's, the steakhouse.
Bavitz at
Park MGM.
Park MGM, you would say the Monte Carlo. And we were in a zone attended by Aaron, assisted by Zach.
Yeah, they were very good. We were very happy with that meal. It was excellent. It was very good.
Speak for yourself.
Oh.
No, I was also very happy. Each of us were very happy with our meals.
And then somehow later in the day we managed to go to Secret Pizza and get a slice of pizza because we
had some impromptu drinking and it suddenly seemed like a really good idea after a massive meal at Bavitz to go to Secret Pizza. The queue, you'd say line, was quite long at Secret Pizza.
That was odd because we passed it multiple times following on weekends and it was actually quite quiet. But yeah, this was a weekday and it was very busy. Maybe one of the only places open.
I only had 4 bites of the pizza.
I ate the rest of your pizza the next day.
It's good for you.
It was good. We went to Walmart.
We did go to Walmart for our usual stocking up because we take an extra bag to fill it with, well, mostly coffee and meth.
Crystal Light, yes.
Yep.
Crystal Light powder, yes. We did do that. We also saw another show with one that we've only seen this one time, Awakening.
At the Wynn.
Yeah. It was, for me, like one long Lady Gaga music video.
For me, thankfully not.
But it was also like a video game quest.
It was very questful, yes.
Yeah. It was. I enjoyed it. I know a lot of people have not enjoyed it. They think it's without substance, but I thought it was good.
I didn't necessarily enjoy the campy as you like music bits that you seem to enjoy.
I mean, I accepted they were campy.
But I did enjoy some of the questful parts.
Yeah.
But this is going to be nothing to any viewer of our video who hasn't seen it.
No, but this is an encouragement to go see it.
Yes, next time you just happen to be dropping by the Wynn. I think that's pretty much it for what we did in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I mean, we were only there for what, 5 days?
Was it 5 days?
5 nights?
Yes.
Something like that. But we went to the lounge on the way home at the what do you like to call it? The Club Atlas.
Club Atlas.
Yes.
I'd never been in there before. Despite being eligible to go in there before, as a business class flyer, I'd never chosen to.
You'd never chosen.
But you'd been in there once before and you recommended it, and so we did.
It was alright. I mean, it's a very down-to-earth kind of lounge.
Yes, they show sports on the televisions.
Oh, goodness.
And they have basic foods. My kind of lounge, basically.
And then on the way home, we had the same insane driver.
Yes, we did. Another good session with him. And then we saw the dogs.
And then we saw the dogs. They were very happy to see us.
Yes, and Cello, as you saw, is currently wearing a cone.
She is fully coned.
She is coned so that she doesn't lick her posterior where she has a sore area.
Yes.
But I'm sure it will be better soon.
Yes.
Well, that was a long video. I am sure many people will be unsubscribing.
It is possible.
But not the people who got this far through the video. No, but people who subscribe when they see an X99 or a fabric softener or a product unboxing or a tech, some sort of, whatever it is I do sometimes, they often subscribe and then are very disappointed to see a video like this.
Yes.
And many of my long-term subscribers are also very disappointed to see a video like this. Which is why Barum never sees a video like this.
No.
Sorry, Q, it's very boring. Very banal. Any other comments, thoughts?
No. We'll be making another one. We're going back in September.
September, that seems so long.
It's not that long, though.
No, it's months, isn't it?
Yeah.
But we will also be stopping off, not in Vancouver on the way to Las Vegas in September, but where?
Washington, D.C.
The Columbian District. And we'll be seeing various things. I've never been to the Columbian District.
I have been there a few times, yes.
And apparently that's where they keep a White House.
A house that is white, yes.
And a building that is somewhat capital.
It is in the capital.
I am looking forward to that.
Good.
Well, I think then, guys, that's well more than we've got time for. Thank you very much for watching today's video. As always, please do feel free to comment below. Is there anything in particular you'd like people to comment on today?
How do you feel about Whitney Houston?
Oh, yes. And Q, yes, I know you saw Lando Calrissian. No need to mention it. Well, thank you very much for watching. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. But until then, guys, from me and from my white monster, a monster that everyone loves, and from you...
Also from me, yes.
It's...
Well, goodbye.
Goodbye.